Hey, I'm Mon.
And I'm Ray.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome.
I want to thank everybody who are already subscribers, and we got some new ones. Hey, welcome to the family.
We totally appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed.
Keep coming back, like, share, comment.
Shaba!
And subscribe.
Now, I want to jump on here real quick. I want to talk about a situation that happened a few weeks ago.
In our area.
Yes.
We're in the Washington, D.C. area.
Yeah, man. Where a young lady, she gave up her seat for a young mother and some children, her kids. And when she stood up, pretty much on the bus. She was on the bus. She was on the bus, I'm sorry. And when she stood up, the kids in the back were cursing, being very vulgar language or what have you. So the young lady kind of just said, can y'all please stop the cursing? These young men became very, very disrespectful, cursing the woman out, started throwing things at her. And then when she got to her stop, she rang to get off the bus. They opened up the door. You know, these young men had the audacity to try to throw this woman off the bus. Let me tell you what kind of bitch shit that is.
Listen.
That is some of the most disrespectful shit. This is where we are right now, to where these young men, and I'm being so honest, these young men have the audacity to put their goddamn hands on a woman to where they want to actually assault her to throw her off the bus because they didn't like when she said, can you stop cursing?
She wasn't as rude as they were.
No.
And no, we weren't there.
No.
But I'm more than certain that had she been rude, that would have been put in the story.
And let me say something. You did that shit because she was a woman. I'm talking to the young men that did it. Y'all are a bunch of bitches, because let that been a man, you wouldn't have done that shit.
Wouldn't have happened.
You wouldn't have done that shit.
Nope.
And see, this is what I'm talking about, these young bitch-ass youngers out here. You got a lot of heart when you want to mess around with somebody of the weaker sex.
And when you with your buddies.
Yeah.
You think it's strength in numbers. It's really stupidity in numbers.
Because let me tell you something. Let that been a dude. And I'm going to be dead honest, and I'm sorry. Had she had a gun and blasted one of them little motherfuckers, and I'm going to be very hard. I'm talking very graphic. I'm being so serious. Had she had a gun and blasted one of them little bastards, I wouldn't be upset.
Sorry. Not sorry.
I would not have been upset. These kids are losing their goddamn minds. I'm serious.
And they're lashing out.
Yes. Now, I don't care about mental health. I don't give a shit about being traumatic. I don't give some kind of traumatic situation. Damn all that. What's right, what's wrong is wrong. You do not put your damn hands on no one. You do not have that right. I don't give a damn what you've been through in your life.
They really had no reason to do that.
Because that could have been my mother.
How are you embarrassed that one person said something to you nicely, but you're not embarrassed at how you're acting publicly? Come on.
And we all know how kids are on these damn subways and trains.
We sure do.
These subways and buses.
And they supposed to be representing you, the parent.
What the hell is wrong with these kids, man? And I'm telling you, I'm going to say it.
Please do.
A lot of these young kids are raised by single mothers.
Well, you can't say that. Where the father at? Where the father at?
I don't give a shit. He with you. He's being raised by you. And what's happening is a lot of these young men are taking on some of these female traits. Now, I'm going to be honest. When a woman is upset, she reacts off emotions.
Women are emotional. That's what it is.
That's exactly what these young men did. Because I'm telling you, had that been a man, said the same thing, you probably would have got, oh man, whatever. But you would have dared not touch them.
No, you would have
dared not put your hands on them.
You'd have put your hands in your pocket first.
And I'm telling you, and for the parents of these kids, you know who they are.
You know your kids.
Turn their asses in.
You know exactly who your kids are when they're with you.
Yes.
So you know they 10 times turned up when they're not with you. Come on now.
Because what's going on right now with these single parent households and being raised by the mother, I'm being so honest, that some of these young men actually believe that they're running the household. Because they already know I'm physically stronger than my mother.
Well, for one, the mother will tell him, "You the man of the house now."
Yeah, that used to be the saying.
Yeah, but now that that's being said,
yeah, now
they're going to act as such.
They acted on it. They used to say that you're the man of the house, but now these young men are growing up, and all of a sudden they're stronger than their mothers, and better than they can run their mothers.
Just like the damn video we saw when a woman was on TikTok and she showed how her child destroyed the home and this, that, and the other, and crying.
270 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
she gave us half the story and got mad when people talked about the half that she gave us.
Yeah. And what pisses me off when people actually comment on these videos or what have you, and you put these videos out, give the whole story, not just a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. Because people love to attack folks who make comments on the video, which you're supposed to do.
You put your stuff out.
Thank you.
For the social media realm to see, read, and if you didn't want comments, you can easily turn the comments off. You do know that.
Just
you can turn off Stitch. You can turn off all of that. You know.
Just tell your story.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, going back to this young woman, I mean, seriously, man, you really think you've done something to these young men? Seriously, you think these young men? You think y'all proud of yourselves for what the fuck you did? That's some bull. That's a bitch move.
And then when the kids get reprimanded for doing what they did, the parents come crying. My baby ain't never done nothing to nobody.
Yeah, I don't get this shit.
Come on now. Your baby do shit to you, so you know what's up.
Them youngers need to be turned the fuck in. Every last one of them.
They do.
And I know a lot of people like to say, we always talk about white folks, blah, blah. No, this is a black situation. Mm-hmm. And these young men, yes, they need to be handed over to the authorities, and they need to be charged.
Yeah, we will never say that black people are above being corrected.
Yes.
Okay, but the thing is, most times we own our shit.
Yeah.
You can put that on the scale. We know when we fucked up. We know when we got things that we have to change. So we're gonna go accordingly. Yeah. So yeah, we're speaking of a black issue, a black situation right now, and a black pandemic, if you will, is mothers. I'm gonna say it. Mothers being mad with the father because the father doesn't love them anymore. Mm-hmm. So she controls how he sees his child.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this. We don't know why the father isn't there.
We really don't.
We love to take on the narrative that the father don't want to be there. Mm-hmm. We love that's easy.
Yeah. It's easy to point fingers.
Yeah,
look at that.
The father don't want nothing to do with the mother or the child. Mm-hmm. But that's not always the case. Sometimes the mother's making it hard for the father to be a father to his children because she's bitter, she's upset. Mm-hmm. But still back to this scenario, this situation, there is no reason that these young men had the authority or the gall to put their hands on this woman and throw her off the bus. You are damn shame. It's shameful. I wish we know who you are, because I'm telling you.
I'd call you out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You doing grown folk shit? You about to be in the grown folk news.
Yes, no, because I'm telling you, if she would have popped one of them youngins, I wouldn't have been upset. Mm-hmm. Nah. I'm telling you, these kids are getting beside themselves. They think they can handle shit. Yeah. I got some real shit for your ass. I'm telling you. Most
times, women will raise their boys to be in the light of the man that they want for them.
Yeah.
But in the interim, if the father is not there, for whatever reason, and the child is with the mother, the child is going to pick up some of the mother's traits.
Yeah.
And if the mother lashes out, that's what the child learns to do.
Yeah.
Children aren't born knowing how to lash out.
Yeah.
Most things are learned behavior.
Yes.
So, I mean...
And I know it sounds like we're blaming the mothers. I know that. I know it sounds that way. But 9 times out of 10, this is what you have.
This is where it starts.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say this. If it ain't got nothing to do with you, if this ain't you, then guess what? I'm not talking to you. But just like you come out of the mouth and blame fathers not being there, but damn it, for the mothers that are there, this is what you're raising. This is what they're seeing.
Right. This is what's being displayed.
Yes. We need to do better.
Yeah.
As fathers and as mothers. We need to do better. We need to stop coming down on teachers. We need to stop coming down on the school. We need to stop coming down on the neighborhood. When we tell you your child is fucking up, And you
Look
know it's
into
the
that
truth.
shit. Look
Stop
into
sitting
it.
around here being so damn defensive.
How many times you gotta ask your kid to do something at home?
And you know what pisses me off? I'm so sick and tired of when women have children, right? And then all of a sudden we talk about a situation. I remember I was in an apartment building, and we had a washer and dryer in each unit. And this particular unit that I was in, we had to share the washer and dryer with a young lady and her daughter. Every time this young lady would wash her clothes, she would always leave the clothes in the washing machine for hours. She would put the clothes in the washing machine and she'd leave the property. She'll go somewhere. What does that do? It holds up our process of washing our shit.
Yeah.
Now, when I asked her why, she didn't want to respond. So I went to the leasing office. They called a meeting. My apartment and her apartment. The first thing she said in her defense, I'm a single mama. I ain't got nobody helping me. We ain't talking about your situation. We ain't
really
talking
aren't.
about your daughter. We ain't talking about your child. We're asking you, how come when you are washing clothes, you can't stay within the area or in your apartment, not leave the property, and just go ahead, wash your clothes, take your clothes, put them in the dryer so the washing machine can be open for the next person to use it. That's all we do.
Spend a couple dollars, go to the laundromat. They got wash and fold service.
Yeah, this is what we're just asking you. And the first thing she does is talk about how she feels as though, well, I gotta do this all by myself. I ain't got nobody helping me. I'm a single mama. We're not talking about your circumstance.
Right.
Your circumstance is not what we're speaking on. Stop using your child as a crutch. Stop it.
So now what's going to happen is, if the child was there, and even if the child wasn't, because clearly she's done something like this before.
Yeah.
This is the behavior that the child, this is a pattern.
Yeah, and
that the child is going to start. So in school, I couldn't do it. I mean, my mom is a single mother and she couldn't help me with the homework because she was at work, and it's going to happen.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
We blame the fathers for not being there.
Mm-hmm.
We got to put the blame on the mothers for being there.
Mm-hmm.
And displaying the kind of attitude that these kids are picking up.
Yeah.
I'm being so honest. Because that display of lashing out on this defenseless woman, and it wasn't just one young man to do it. It took about 3 of them. That's even another situation. It took 3 men to take one woman off the bus.
Mm-hmm.
3 men. 3 young men. 3. Now, I don't know. This is just setting up for, it's about to be worse.
Oh, yeah.
It's about to get worse. Seriously.
Yeah. Because one, children are able to leave the home and be away from the home at a younger age, more and more.
Yeah.
Because they're grown, because they can do it, which don't make it right.
No.
But again, they're growing up in the world. They're taking the shit that they learn in the home and applying it to what's going on in the world, and it's got to multiply, because at home you're good if you mess up, but out in the street if you mess up, you a bitch, you a punk. It's all kinds of things that you got to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna lash out because I don't know how to handle it.
And this what's funny is, like I said, well, what about the mental health? Man, that's a damn excuse too.
At this point, yeah, because you don't know who really has mental health issues or who's using it.
And like I said, let that woman have a gun or some kind of apparatus that could actually do harm to them kids. I would applaud her.
Yeah.
Yes, she would get 100% of my support, because that bullshit right there.
And sister, whoever you are, I feel for you. I hope you're good. And I hope on your behalf, like, it shows. Justice. Now, clearly, somebody recorded this or told, because the story got out. But how much of the video did they put out? I don't know, because we don't know if those boys have been caught. We don't know any of that.
But all I know, that's some bitch shit on them young men, and I know for a fact, had it been a man, they wouldn't have done that shit. I'm serious. So, pretty much, I'm Mun.
I'm Ray. That's our time. We thank you for yours. Again, we thank you for our new family members.
Yes.
Share the videos. Bring friends on. Invite them to come on onto the channel and just holler at us. If there's anything in particular you want to hear about, hear us talk about, see us do, let us know in the comment section. We're here to help. And thanks for riding with us on our road to 1K by 2023. We appreciate you.
Yes.
And until the next video, peace.